Hi friends, I'm just in the parking lot at Chad's doctor's office. He's getting a long overdue overhaul. So I thought I would try again and interpret a little dream that was submitted. So this is by Steph in the YTPC, and here is her dream, verbatim, as she typed it to me. I was swimming in a pool and was deep underwater, and all of the top of the water froze over real quick as I surfaced. I saw ice crystals forming, and when I reached the top, my kids, all four were very young at the time, were trying to break a hole so I could surface, and finally they got me out. Then there was a storm in the distance. I was in a van, but not my own, and again with the kids, but all as teens. We were trying to dodge all the traffic of crazy drivers. There was water coming up on the roads. The scene was like an old European village with lots of bridges and ocean water. And then the brakes went out while I was trying to slow down to miss cars and had to swerve into some water, but I was able to get through. So that was the entire dream, although she had a little bit before that, which was funny, and I think unrelated. She, let's see, there was a student of hers like beating her up or something, and she decides to hit back, and the only reason she knows that is because she actually hit Skip in real life and it woke him up, and he's like, what? So then I think that was unrelated, because this one, at first I thought it was related, and I'll tell you, this dream sounded to me, and probably because I get overwhelmed like at work, I thought it was being overwhelmed and, you know, you're drowning or you feel, but then, I mean, I mentioned it to my 16-year-old, and he goes, oh my gosh, Mom, no, I think it's about like empty nester thing. And we kind of flushed that out. So the passage of time you see in this, where the first part of the dream, the kids are young, and then they were teens, so that's like years passing. And even you could say seasons, you know, the pool, you usually swim in a pool in the summertime, but then it quickly froze over. Like time is passing super fast, or she feels that it is. And kind of an aside, water, having dreams with water has like a maternal implication. I know, I've read that pregnant people, and this happened to me one time, where you have like this really intense dream about water or swimming with whales or something. Anyway, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Could be intestinal issues or something lame, right? But empty nester, my son was saying it's as if when she's under the water and, you know, she's feeling separate from her kids already, and they're young, but they are making a hole, and they finally get her to surface, as if to say, you know, don't worry, Mom, we've got you. Don't worry that we are, you know, moving out or whatever. You're still a huge part of our lives, and we will always, you know, reach to you. And the thing with the van, the second part of the dream being all unfamiliar territory. She was in a van, but it was not her own. She was in a foreign country, like a European village. And it might be super quaint and beautiful, but it was unfamiliar and scary. And having your kids become adults, no matter how proud you are of them and how well they're turning out, it's uncharted territory for you and a little scary. That was all I had written down. But then last night, so this, she told me her dream a couple weeks ago. Last night I had a dream of my own that furthered this. I'm not going through the same stage as Steph is with my kids. They're still home, and they'll probably be home for quite some time. But I dreamt that I was driving, and it was like taking an overpass that became more like a water slide. So like there were waves, and it was coming up and just everywhere. And I got the feeling that these waves, this water was going to rise so much that it was going to I would, float above and over and then crash over the side of the overpass, And I remember in the dream thinking, okay, I don't know that it was a piece of scripture, it could have been, but where there will be times that your faith is tested and you can overcome, or he will through his strength you overcome these challenges. And so I was praying to that effect, and then I woke up and I thought, oh wow, like I wonder if this is kind of a start to something, like you're about to be tested. And so of course today being Chad's doctor's appointment, I thought, okay, all right, well, here we go, this could be a new journey. He's getting something checked out, and we'll see. He may get like a CAT scan type of thing, and so we'll see. But Steph, I don't know if I was anywhere near what you thought the dream would be about. The student part of it was, work related, but also, maybe just with a tension at work with the students and maybe other teachers. There's tension there. But definitely the second part being like empty nester stage, and the water having that maternal implication there. And the kids were always with you, even if it was unfamiliar territory. I think they, are going to be a huge part of your life, of course, forever. So don't worry. If anyone else has another dream they would like me to give a shot at, I'm up for it. I think it's fun. And I could be way off. Who knows? Have a good day.